Hello. So this time I'd like to talk about a verse in the Bible, Daniel 4:17, which is where we get the phrase "basest of men." This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demands by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basest of men. So let me explain that verse. It says the Most High, so God, um, set is ruleth in the kingdom of men, obviously, and he decides who rules. That makes sense. God is in control of everything. So he decides who is the king, the president, the ruler of different countries. And he sets up the basest of men, so the lowest. He takes the worst people. He will take some bum off the streets, a wicked man, and put him as the king. And if you know anything about world history and you've studied history in different countries over several thousands years of history, you'll realize that a lot of rulers were not very nice people. They were jerks, evil people. Sometimes I would even say satanic. Um, the kinds of things they did would make you shudder, and we're not like Hitler, Stalin, all sorts of stuff. So that was the common rule, that most kings and rulers were not very nice people in general. If you had a nice king, a good one, a wise one, I think that was more of an exception to the rule, actually. Um, so I basically so a lot of Christians seem to get caught up with politics, and they feel like they can change the country. Um, and I understand why they think that way. We live in a democracy, so they believe their vote counts, and they can somehow change things with their votes. And it's a great sentiment. It sounds logical. However, um, the system's corrupt. And I think, especially recently, after everything that happened with Epstein's Island and all of that, I think it's starting to make even. I think it should be kind of obvious now, just how much evil there is in those high places, and how much Satanism there is, and how wicked those people are who are in positions of power. We don't even know everything that goes on. So, yeah, Christians have this idea like, oh yeah, we can get in politics, we can invoke change, and I understand where you come from, but like just so you know, like biblically, that isn't what it says. Biblically, it's like, yeah, these guys are evil, so keep that in mind. So it doesn't matter. So don't. Basically, yeah, Democratic Party's evil. Republican Party is an improvement, but you're still having sinners in power that are not Christians, by the way. None of them are Christian. Even in the Republican Party, they are generally not Christian. They use Christianity. Christianity is a tool. I hope you understand that. The Republican Party uses Christianity as a tool, cultural Christianity. It is a manipulation tactic. They want your vote. They want your allegiance. And they realize that Christianity is good for the country because Christianity makes people behave. When people are Christian, they read the Bible, they go to church, and these things make society better. Crime rates are lower, people are nicer. It's a tool for making a nicer society, a healthier society. That is what they want to use in politics, cultural Christianity. But they don't care about Jesus. They don't care about the gospel. They don't care about salvation. They don't care about getting saved from an eternal hell. They don't care about any of that. They just care about the moral implications. And that is why, for them, Christianity is a tool to make society run better. That is what it is. It's better than nothing. It's better than what the Democrats are doing. But do not be deceived why they are doing what they're doing, why they say they're Christian. If Trump holds up a Bible, do not be deceived. It is simply a tool. So just keep that in mind. Be wise. Be wise about what the Bible says about these things. Don't fall into a trap. Do not be some MAGA zealot or something like that. Be alert. Know about these things. Anyway, see you next time.